I think at some point or another, we've all wanted justice against someone who has wrongfully done something against us. I think about the parable in Luke chapter 18 where Jesus was telling the story to the disciples of the widow who wanted justice against an unnamed adversary. And she went to the unjust judge to plead her case. And he didn't want to hear anything sis had to say. But she didn't give up easily. She wore him completely out. She told him that she wasn't going to let up until justice was served. And she meant just that. And she showed up until he did something about it. And he said, if I don't do something about it, she's not going to stop. So I said that to say, what have you given up on that God wants you to go back and try again? I speak for me because I'm not confrontational to a certain point, because when I'm in the mood, I'm in the mood. But in most cases, I don't want to stir the pot if I don't have to. So I'll leave it alone. Even if it concerns me, I'll pray about it and let God handle it. But in this season, some stuff God doesn't want us to leave alone. Some stuff God wants us to confront. Some stuff God wants us to stand up and continue to pursue until justice is served. So I want to encourage you to pray about it. Ask God to lead you. And when you feel that nudge to keep pushing until justice is served, until you get results, until you see what you need to see, then you keep pushing. I hope and pray that you enjoy this weekend. Persistence will eventually pay off. I know that, work in the business may not necessarily have gotten you any results just yet. I know that your prayers may not seem like they're being answered just yet. I know that you sowing into certain ministries and certain people and certain things doesn't seem like any harvest is going to come up from that thing. But I encourage you to be persistent in all that you do. I know that we can't always see our growth, but just know that when you're persistent in studying, when you're persistent in praying, when you are persistent in seeking the face of God, even if you can't see your growth, will you best believe other people can see that growth? That's why there's so much warfare. That's why so many people are coming against you. That's why the people that you thought were your friends are falling off. That's because you're growing, and that growth is intimidating to them. So I want to encourage you to continue to be persistent like the widow in Luke 18, because it is your persistence that is going to pay off in this next season. I hope and pray that you have a fantastic weekend. I love you. Be blessed.